All right.
You ready?
Hold up.
Pink, can you think of something?
Right. Okay. Look less like a 1920s criminal and try it again.
All right.
It's hard coming here as a freshman.
I'll
right?
just say you're getting good friends.
I just gotta get the facts straight.
I got asked to prom and got valedictorian. It was fine.
That is how it felt, honestly.
My favorite memory from being here for 15 years is participating at field day at lower school.
In pre-K, whenever my entire class had gone to the big room and I stayed back to use the bathroom and I couldn't get my pants up, so I ran down the hallway butt naked yelling, "Miss Teague, I can't get my pants."
When we went on a hayride, and then on the way back in the bus, I sat with Katie, and I just knew that like we were gonna be best friends.
The India sleepover.
One time in middle school, we were down at the playground with my friends, and we went to play on the tetherball, and I got my ankle stuck trying to kick the tetherball.
On the last day of first grade, I found out that my mom was going to work here, and that was my favorite memory.
One of my favorite times a year was holiday treasure shopping because it was the Christmas season. That was always fun, and I got to go shopping with my mom.
We used to play with Legos.
My biggest memory is probably when I got angry at the class and threw a chair at Miss G in kindergarten.
In preschool and kindergarten, when we ate popsicles and little flavored ice tubes and watched Chronicles of Narnia.
Walking up to the lower school during Walk to the Future.
Man, favorite memory. So many. Gotta be eating at Luby's.
Do a rock at Skyler.
Winning the North Zone for baseball.
Doing a horse show with my friends where we all rode horses and I rode a pony.
Or like that one time when Cade sat on me and broke my arm. It's just so many, so hard to choose.
My favorite memory is in 5th grade during gym when my brother Mark pantsed me and I ran into the bathroom crying.
I got it. I got this.
How do I start it?
My favorite thing in kindergarten is when we would go on walk and talks.
Throughout all of middle school, my allergies were so bad. When I coughed, people thought I was dying, and Mr. Jakubowski gave me the nickname Freight Train.
My favorite memory from lower school is the Indian sleepover.
I loved in lower school when we played instruments in Mrs. Finley's class, and because of that, it inspired me to keep pursuing music.
My favorite memory from kindergarten was going out playing soccer every day at recess.
Riding on the Polar Express with my friend Shani.
My favorite Oak Ridge memory is the first book fair I went to.
It means a lot, but it was probably whenever JT Hodges performed in the SAC.
Going to recess.
The middle of first grade, I had this little Pokemon book, and Ransom and I would go to recess, and instead of playing on the playground, we would just look at all the Pokemon and just be in awe of everything.
My best memory was JV soccer with Dr. Barnes.
But it's either that or any calzone day, because every calzone day is a great day.
In middle school, my favorite memories were in Miss Alsop and Miss Palmstr's class.
Me and my friends would play this game where we would pretend to be Pokemon. It was the kind of thing that only lower schoolers could come up with, but it was a whole lot of fun.
The middle school class trips.
My favorite memory was on my first day of school in 3rd grade. Kate and Nathan started complaining because Miss Tatum said we didn't have any homework, and from that point on, I knew they were idiots.
Every day after lunch, my friends would come laughing up the stairs during middle school, and we would say that was the best lunch ever. And we said that every day.
In 3rd grade, we were at recess, and we were playing basketball, and Mr. Godfrey was guarding me, and he signed off just a little too far, and I hit a 3 right in his face.
In 2nd grade, it was the Indian sleepover, and I loved spending the night at school and spending time with Blue Hawk and Morningstar.
My favorite memories, SBC senior year. We're down 1-0 at halftime, and Paulo says, "Guys, cry me a baby."
What happened after it?
What?
What happened after? You guys come back and win?
Oh, no.
I loved when in 4th grade, some girls in our grade got to write and draw our own picture book with Mrs. Nimick. And I guess this year, senior lunch was pretty okay.
My favorite memory was in 4th grade. Miss Broaders said that if we all got a good grade on this quiz, that she'd do something for us, and we all got an 80, and she did a cartwheel and hit my desk.
I remember back in 5th grade, I was walking to the gym for PE, and this really weird kid just walked up to me and started asking me if I liked Super Smash Bros. I guess he thought we were friends because a month later, he drags me over to this little kid and tries to convince him that my name isn't Bryant.
In 5th grade, during homecoming, me and my friend Brian were over by the swings, and this little kid walked over and asking for Bryant. And I don't know why, but I thought the best plan of action was to lie to the kid and tell him that wasn't Bryant.
And fast forward like 8 years later, he still hasn't left me alone. So I guess I can say I have at least one friend now. So thanks, Carlos.
In Physics 1, I met the man, the myth, the legend, Wesley Irons. My first day of middle school, I wore shorts, and that's not a thing here.
And that was really embarrassing. I was like trying to hide my legs all day during school, so.
But it was a good icebreaker. And also, who could resist these?
When we were in 8th grade English, we read Romeo and Juliet, and I happened to be gone the day that they assigned roles, and so I ended up stuck with the role of Juliet. My friends constantly teased me about it, but that was how I met some of the closest friends that I've had here at Oak Ridge.
Okay, I'll figure. Is it if I mess it up, will you redo it?
My favorite memory from middle school would probably have to be working on Children of the World.
All right, you ready?
Okay. Wait, hold on.
When we sacrificed a gummy bear for chemistry class.
I remember one time in 5th grade, we were playing knockout in PE, and Iman beat me, and she was kind of mean about it. So to get her back, I screamed through the whole gym, "Iman likes Kaylor," and then I cried because I felt so bad.
I was my best friend Harry Zen create an Asian Cup. We create a few activities, include we participate 2 times in talent show. We enjoy the time we do the Asian Cup.
My favorite moment from coming to Oak Ridge was when our C-team basketball team won our last game by 1 point.
My favorite memory from high school is coming into the tech lab and 3D printing stuff that I create.
Me and a couple of friends decided to go to the talent show. We decided to do some kind of glow-in-the-dark show, and it was pretty low budget, and we used glow sticks, and it was pretty fun.
So in sophomore year, there was this one football game. It rained a ton. We ended up having 3 different times that we had to go inside, wait for like 30 minutes. But eventually we came out and we won. But it was just really fun because we got to go out and we kind of slid all over the place and try to make a tackle, but you might slip off. But it was just really fun.
In middle school, me and Callie used to hate each other so much, but once we got to high school, we became best friends.
My favorite memory was in middle school. We were goofing around before a baseball game, and we were playing basketball, and when I reached down to pick up a basketball, I look up and realized that Mason was in the air and he just dunked on me so hard.
My favorite memory from Oak Ridge is when my friends and I were hanging out. It was Kinsey, Amy, Skylar, me, and Karina, I think. And
we were talking about the Bee musical, and then after school, Skylar asked me to send her a selfie. I'm like, okay, so I just sent her one, and when I get a picture back from her, this is what I get.
My favorite middle school memory was playing Nick Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
During a football game, because I'm colorblind, we were wearing dark colors and the other team was wearing dark colors, and I didn't know who was on my team because they both looked the same.
My favorite Oak Ridge memory was in English in 7th grade when I was shooting ice through a straw at Lynn, and Miss also thought it was leaking from the ceiling, so she called maintenance and they came and checked her room. So sorry, Miss Alsop.
It was the 8th grade English project. It's it was really fun. Like my group, we all got together over the weekend and we worked on it, and it's a memory I won't ever forget.
My favorite memory is on the first day of soccer practice in 7th grade. We did a drill where you're supposed to step over the soccer ball, but instead I put all of my weight and fell flat on my back.
At first, I was really nervous that I wasn't gonna have any friends, but then I came to orientation.
And then I sat down next to Callie and we instantly became best friends because we bonded over YouTube videos and boy bands.
My favorite Oak Ridge memory has to be the magazine sales and Doug Bishop coming up with new prizes every year.
My favorite Oak Ridge memory is when someone broke Mr. Felson's kaleidoscope. Kaler.
Sophomore year, Miss Danner had a party for her advisory towards the end of the school year. And so Preston was just not having it that day. And when Lynn tried to take his seat, he like pulled it back and Lynn fell in slow motion. And so that was like probably the highlight of high school for me.
My favorite memory in high school is to join field hockey with my friends. They helped me a lot and we go play games together.
My favorite memory is college shirt day.
It's the first day of baseball practice. Show up. I watch Coach Wilkerson walk out of the woods. I asked Connor Clark if that's our coach. He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Okay, cool."
One of my favorite memories in the upper school is when we made soap with natural gas in it and then put it on our hands and set them on fire.
My favorite memory was the class trip freshman year.
My favorite memory was sophomore year in study hall when someone's Lenovo charger broke and they put the two ends together and made a really big spark. Miss Danner had some idea that something was up, but she had no idea what was going on.
My favorite memory at Oak Ridge was my senior year, bringing back the preseason trophy and making it to SBC for varsity soccer.
My favorite memory is the snow in my freshman year. I get to skip a final because of it, so it's pretty cool.
Having someone to talk to, like nerds specifically, about anime and just people in general, because anime is, the best type of cartoons there is.
When I come here in the first year, and Mr. Foster gave me a list of vocabulary in geometry, translate from Vietnamese to English, and it helped me a lot because I don't know too much English when I come here.
When I came freshman year, I was gonna transfer because it was hard coming in and like having no friends and knowing nobody, but after a while I made really good friends and I'm glad I stayed.
My favorite memory from Oak Ridge was JV soccer during junior year. It was the last 2 minutes of the game. I got put in and I missed an open goal.
So I remember the first day I came to Oak Ridge, I did not know I had a buddy. So when
Anush in class yells at me and say, "Tony, you're my buddy." I was like, "No, you're not. Who is this man?"
My favorite memories ever since I came to Oak Ridge was when Mr. Ko tried to first pronounce my name and called me Toad.
My favorite memory was that, oh God.
My favorite Oak Ridge memory was my senior year homecoming.
My favorite memory when I
I joined anime club with my friend. We learned Japanese together and we had a good time.
My favorite memory was when I first came to Oak Ridge and I met Mr. Feldstein and Mr. Gutierrez for the very first time.
When I came here in my junior year, I keep on getting Mr. Anderson and Mr. Grove confused, but now I figure out in my senior year.
My favorite memory is from junior year in the talent show. Just getting to perform in front of my peers and have them support me, it's just a good feeling.
My favorite memory from Oak Ridge was on November 16, 2017, when Mason Hooper blocked the basketball and passed it to me, and then I got my first in-game dunk.
Or where are you going to school?
Oak Ridge, the Oak Ridge School.
No, where are you going to college?
I'm gonna bump you out of it. I'm gonna fall off the back.
This or like, I don't know.
I look good.
What was it?
Hook 'em.
Go Rams.
Go Islanders.
Go Wildcats.
Pony up.
Mean Green.
Hack, hack, chop, chop.
Go Frogs.
Let's go Buffs.
Go Frogs.
Go Mavs.
This is for you, Tree. Sick 'em.
Gross.
Go Mavs. Yeah.
Gig 'em. Axum Jacks.
Wreckham Tech.
Go Mavs.
Woo Pig.
Gig 'em.
Or Eagle. Hey. Go Frogs.
Thanks. I have no idea how to do it. But
Wait, how do I freeze? How do I start it?
I need a script.
No, I'm not ready.
No,
I'm not
okay.
ready. I'm just.
Let's restart.
What's the thing?
Gig 'em.
It? A thumbs up? Is that what it is? Yeah, I haven't looked it up. What is it? Is this?
Yeah, you just go. Gig 'em.
So is it straight?
Go Bears.
Go Rams.
Go Golden Hurricanes.
Tigers.
Probably what I...
Tyler, you imbecile.
Woo Pig.
Go Frogs. Boomer.
Go Jacks.
Go Tigers.
Go Bears.
Go Bruins. Texas West team. Go Rams.
Go Vixens.
Continue, Max. I'm gonna go Parsons.
I'm going to St. Edwards.
This is really uncomfortable.
God, my goodness. Gig 'em. Go Broncos.
I mean, the Frogs.
Go Comets.
Go Prairie Fires.
Go Mavs!
Roll Tide.
Go Eagles.
Go Pioneers.
What's their mascot? Good. Do you have a Lehigh? Does Lehigh do a thing?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Okay. I don't
Kinda
think you have a
screwed up
mascot,
No,
right? Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Please do it. Do it. Do it.
You have to do it.
whoosh.